Welcome back. In this video, I'll be going over a weekly trading recap from Friday, April 17th to Friday, April 24th. My first $500 week in a little while. I've been in a slump, like a real slump lately. So um, I was able to make $500 from Friday, April 17th to Friday, April 24th in the stock market. And I'm going to get into what happened. A little less technical, but more just like where my mind was at the time of trading. So prior to Friday, the 17th of April, I was getting whooped. 15-minute opening range breakout wasn't working for me. I don't know if it was working for anybody else. It wasn't working for me trading SPY. SPY, QQQ, all of the indexes were at all-time highs. Off the news of a potential ceasefire into the whole Iran situation, that being up in the air, the markets were rallying and soaring to all time highs. Usually, the way I trade, when markets are at all time highs, they can be predictable. They may continue to go up and reach other psychological numbers. They may sell off because we can get an all time high. Sometimes stocks tend to sell off. So prior to Friday, April 17th, I was real heavy on SPY, partly because SPY was the first index I ever traded. So I have a familiarity with SPY, and I was more biased to trade SPY. I've traded QQQ before. I've traded Tesla every now and then, but I haven't traded Tesla in years because I just it's not my bag. I might go back to it one day, but as it currently stands, I'm really weary of Tesla. So the 15-minute open range breakout, my primary trading strategy wasn't really being respected on SPY. SPY had a lot of consolidation, and for whatever reason, I got stuck in this tunnel of just trading SPY, trading, just waiting for the 15. So I got my trading discipline down. I got my mindset down. I got my psychology down, and the way it was playing in my head was, if my system wasn't firing, if the 15-minute open range breakout wasn't 15-minute open range and breaking out, I wouldn't take a trade. I was waiting until something happened. I was waiting until my all my conditions was met for me to enter a trade. But with consolidation within the 15-minute open range, you just had a lot of this on SPY in early April to mid April. It was like consolidation, a big move in pre-market or a big move from overnight to pre-market, consolidation on SPY, and then it wouldn't move. I would check QQQ periodically, and on QQQ, 15-minute open range is being respected. So what I ended up doing was on Friday, April 17th, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give SPY a break today. I'm gonna trade QQQ. I actually had QQQ on the iPad and SPY on my main laptop, and whichever one formed the 15-minute range and broke out the 15-minute range with volume confirming with a nice healthy green or red candle, I was going to take the retest and reject. I was going to take that entry. Just so happened that it was QQQ on that day. So on Friday the 17th, I entered QQQ calls and then ended up making $162 that day. That was great. Then you go to Monday, and Monday was a $300 day for me again, trading QQQ. So now the streak has started. It's been my first consecutive back-to-back green days, and this is how much of a slump I've been in. My first back-to-back green days of 2026. We're in April. I've had days where I was green, then the next day I'd be red, and then the next day I'd be green. But to have back-to-back green days, first time in 2026, won't be the last, but it's the first time in 2026. So that's letting me know I'm getting better on my consistency. I'm getting better on my discipline, keeping my wits about me, keeping my emotions in check, not chasing. Wednesday, Wednesday comes, and Wednesday I ended up making. Did I get into Tuesday? Tuesday I made $300, and Wednesday I ended up making $106. Now by Wednesday, I'm over the $500 threshold. I feel great in my head. I'm like, I wanna, I wanna make $1,000 this week. By midweek, I was over $500, $560 something to start to in the middle of the week. I'm like, yo, I have another $300 day, another $200 day, or just a flat out another a $500 day, I would have made 1,000 this week. So I got Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Got my days right. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 straight green days. Can't tell you the last time I had 3 straight green days. But if my first two was the first consecutive green days for the year, my first three definitely. So that shows, hey, you're improving, you're being more consistent, shit's working. Thursday, Thursday I took no Wednesday. Sorry, I got my days mixed up. Wednesday, I ended up taking my first loss. First loss was $18, $18.62. So from making 168, 300, and 106, I lost $18 because I honored my stop loss. I got in a nice position, but price ran and ran my stop loss. So I sold my contracts. Ended the green streak, but my ego wasn't hurt. I thought I'd be way more broke up about it than I actually was. I wasn't broke up about it at all. It was like I was very, very grateful to have a green streak. You don't want a red streak. I've been having red streaks. Those aren't really desirable. So to have a green streak means I was at the right place at the right time. My entry was cool, holding my contracts, and my selling was great. Like so, the execution of the trade was flawless. The psychology behind the trade, as far as waiting for my setup to fire, that's been my toughest thing. It used to be my entries. My entries used to be like shaky. Now it's watching the market move, 15-minute range being established, price going up or down, like breaking through the 15-minute range, and then waiting for it to come back. Because it looked like when it's like, let's say we in an uptrend, it's going up, up, up. I want to jump in that trade because I want to not miss the move. FOMO. I want to be a part of that. That like everybody's getting money. I want to be a part of that. And the toughest part this past week has been waiting for my setup. Because again, trading SPY sometimes for whatever reason, and I hope it bounces back and goes back to the way that it was, where like the 15-minute open ranges being respected on both QQQ and SPY. But with SPY sitting at all-time highs, or just the stock market sitting at all-time highs, it's tough for that range to be respected on SPY for some reason. Uh, SPY move sideways and QQQ will have either upward movement or downward movement, where SPY would just be like consolidating and just moving flat. I trade 0 day expirations. I'm an options trader, not a futures trader. So consolidation within that range, that's not good for me. I needed to go up or I needed to go down. I needed to pick a direction and make a move. QQQ is moving better, so I'm going with QQQ, and I've made money. So Wednesday, the green streak ends. Things I learned from that was you got to start a streak in order for the streak to end. And the streak is going to end sooner or later. The streak is going to end. It could be in 3 days. It could be in 6 months. It could be in 6 years. It don't matter. You're going to have a red day. You're going to have a losing trade. That's going to happen. The other thing was I was able to maintain that consistent mentality, consistent emotional regulation. Didn't let my ego take control. So that's great. And with the end of one green streak is an opportunity to begin another. So I went to take Thursday to start that green streak. That ain't work. Thursday I lost my trade. Thursday I lost my trade, lost $16 on that. So still very, very green for the week. $18 loss, $16 loss after a $560 gain. I'm cool with that. I've mastered the art of losing and just walking away from the laptop. Also, I'm mastering. I haven't mastered it yet, but I've done very well this week as far as winning trades, like getting your money and walking away. Because a $300 day, I wanted to push to a $400 or $500 day. I'm like, I want more, I want more, I want more. I see these memes all the time, where just like these reels, whatever short form content, where like the disciplined trader makes the money and gets on with their day, and the undisciplined trader sits there. They might go up for a little bit and then they lose everything in that day. So I'd rather be the disciplined trader in this regard, where I make my money, and I get on my day and I come back to trade again the next day. Friday, Friday was a busy day. Wasn't really a lot of opportunity for me to Friday the 24th. Busy day, wasn't really a lot of opportunity for me to catch a big move. So that wasn't a ideal day to trade. I'm excited for Monday though, because again I've got the bug of profitability. So I'm really excited to get back to that. Um, but I wanted to provide you guys with just a trading recap of last 7 trading days, just from Friday to Friday. I have a goal of the week. I want to make $1,000 at least. I want to make $1,000 this week trading. I was able to make a little bit over five last week. I had a lot of distractions last week, like a lot. I had a lot of personal stuff going on. Days I couldn't even sit here and trade like the whole day. I had till like 9:30 Eastern time till 11 Eastern time. And sometimes moves happen at noon. Sometimes moves happen at 2. And for me to have to like rip and run and go and do XYZ took away from that. But now that that week is over, all those obligations, responsibilities taken care of, I can get back to like everything focused on my trading. So I have a goal to make $1,000 this week at least. It's not like once I make $1,000, like I'm done. Nah, I have a goal to make $1,000 this week, and if I'm able to make more, I will absolutely make more. Um, one of the things I'm most proud of. Again, we talked about the patience and waiting for the trade, and switching from SPY to QQQ, or whoever's acting right that day. That's who I'm going with. My trust in myself to size up in my contracts, where I will buy, one contract here or two contracts there. I'm able to buy three contracts now, four contracts now, and let them stew. The day I made the $300 day, initially I got in the trade, price started reversing a little bit. I was down 70. I'm just like, oh man, it might be it might be one of those days. Turned out, nah. I ended up making over 100% of the initial investment. I'm cool at holding trades now. I have price targets. I want price to get to the price target. And if it's not consolidating, if we have like strong movement to that side, I'm gonna let that trade ride. We get to the first price target, I sell a contract. We get to my second price target, I sell another one, so on and so forth, to the point where I got like one or two runners left for the day. That's my ideal trading day, like my perfect trading day. Market open at 9:30 Eastern, 9:45, 15-minute range is established. Between 9:45 and 10:15, we have a breakout to either side, upside or downside. If it's downside, I'm targeting pre-market low if it hasn't been hit already, the high or low of the previous day, so on and so forth. If it's dropping, then you got to look for fair value gaps. You got to look for demand zones, things of that nature. If it's to the upside, previous highs. If it's at all-time highs, you kind of like just on a roller coaster, just seeing if price is going to get the whole psych number. So those are zeros and fives. So if it's at 700, we're going to look to 705 to 710, so on and so forth. And if it's to the downside, is our prior levels that price already got to. So I'm able to size up on my contracts now and trust my trading and trust my method. So that's where I am right now, as far as like trading, how it's going for me, how my mental is, how my emotional state is. To be honest with you, man, I feel good, not because of the profitability. That's always, profitability is always good, but just from the standpoint of I feel how trading has like helped me regulate and stay calm in high high intense situations. Now, physically, I'm always been good at that, staying calm. But trading has developed a muscle in me that I didn't have before. Just the emotional muscle, the emotional toughness of just having something not go your way potentially, and it's not like a physical thing. Um, this week of trading has really revealed to me that trading is a lot like fishing. Where you fish is you got to be still, cast the line out, you wait for the fish to come to you, and then you get it. If you just throw your line out and just start like reeling it back in, you're not gonna come back with nothing. You out there just expelling energy for nothing. It's a two-part system. You wait for the trade to come to you, or you wait for the fish to come to you. You get the fish. Once you get the fish, you can't reel it in. You can't like yank it in real fast. It's like it's a thing. It's like a dance. It's a process to it. You get into certain points, certain price targets, you sell here, sell here, sell here, all the way to the point where it's just like I'm done letting my contracts run, or this is a sign of reversal with a confirmation, sell that. Like then the fish is caught, you good, your profits is protected, or you throw your line out and the line break and the fish run off. Reel it back in, put some more bait on the hook, and throw it out. Don't sit there and try to catch that fish. Don't try to chase the fish like you chase a trade. It's not gonna work. It's definitely taught me patience. Because anybody who trades, they want to make money. God knows I want to make money. I love making money, but I can't make I can't make myself make money if market conditions aren't suited for me to trade that day. I can't make a move happen again. This past week, I had mad shit going on. I couldn't make the market move before 11. I couldn't hold the market from moving before 2 when I got back. Like you don't have control over those moves. So I've learned to just sit back and let the trade come to me. So that's my weekend review. Again, less technical. I like it this way because when I do my trade breakdowns, those are very technical. I really got to make a video about like the terminology because people who might watch this content and not really know what I'm talking about as far as like 15-minute over the range breakout, previous highs of the day, previous lows, whoop whoop. So um definitely got to get in that. But if you like this video, like the video, get in the comments, talk about your week of trading, your highs, your lows, your goods, your bads, your greens, your reds, whatever it may be. And let's keep this thing going. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember people are getting a bag out there. Why not us?